Howdy, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Hope y'all doing okay today. So, a while back, I don't even remember exactly when I started doing this. I was doing voice journaling at a time when I was actually doing some counseling for some stuff I was dealing with. Well, anyway, I kind of went back through some of those and was listening to them, just kind of seeing what I was thinking. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Daggone train. Go right, please. Yeah. Okay. Please don't hit me. Nice. Thank you. There's multiple train crossings to get to and from where I work, and we're heading down to the next one because the train's slow moving, but people were cutting around traffic and trying to hit me. Anyway, I was going back through some of those voice journals the other day while I was at work. Just kind of listening to them, seeing what I was up to. I think they were recorded just under 2 years ago, right at 2 years ago, somewhere in there. Wasn't consistent, it was just what was on my mind at any given point in time. Well, I came across one of the journals concerning my soon-to-be, hopefully, former brother-in-law, the man that married my sister. And he used to lie about stuff when his mouth was moving. That was kind of the way to tell. And it used to really irritate the whole family about it. One time I thought he was trying to con me out of some money, so I actually tried to investigate one of his lies and got pulled over for suspicious behavior. He had told me that, and I don't remember what exactly had happened in order for this to transpire, but he said his old car got impounded. And I didn't believe him at all. So I was, while trying to verify this, and I didn't know this at the time, he told me that his car had gotten impounded for this, that, or the other reason. Okay. So I go snooping around trying to verify this, but I can't, talk to him because I don't want him to lie about the lie and about the lie and about the lie. So I just start snooping around at a chain link fence parking lot that's located behind the police station looking for his car. Well, I'm looking around in there. When I'd found out about this, it was later in the evening, and so I wasn't able to do anything about it until late in the evening. And an undercover police vehicle was just by chance coming in or out of the police station, I forget which, and seeing me snooping, pulls me over, and I explained to him the situation. I'm like, hey, this guy lies like it's like his next breath depends on it, so I'm just trying to check this out. He's like, no, this isn't the impound lot. That's contracted out through local towing agencies. This is the drug seizure lot. I'm like, I can understand why you pulled me over. And I'm like, I thought that this was impound cars. He's like, no, this is where if a drug seizure happens, or if a vehicle seized with drugs involved, and there's no lien against the vehicle, this is where they are stored until they go to auction. I'm like, oh, okay, makes sense. So anyway, we conclude that a very polite interaction with the police. Well, anyway, I just never believed anything he said, and he had lied to me about countless things. And the thing is, it got so bad, and I knew that he was so bad about it, that whenever he was telling the truth, I always questioned it, and many times I would go back behind him and try to verify that he was in fact telling the truth. Give you a case in point example, and I found out he was lying. A while back, before him and my sister split up, they had moved into a rental house, and part of that agreement was that they would take care of cutting the grass there. All the previous tenants that had lived in that house did that. So that was just part of the agreement. It was a odd property, and the property owner and manager didn't have the time, and he worked a job, and the property owner was out of state, and so it's just, they got the place for a song, but that was one of the costs of it, was mowing a little half-acre lot or so. Well, for whatever reason, they ended up breaking a lawnmower. And we gave them, and it wasn't a big lot, wouldn't have taken them long to do it, and so they broke a lawnmower. My wife and I gave them another lawnmower that ended up gone. They bought a rider mower that they claimed ended up getting stolen, and every time that something's happening, me working a side hustle cutting grass, I always ended up getting involved in cutting their yard for free. And I don't like keeping running tabs on family members when it's something I'm doing out of generosity, but it was the kind of thing of, hey, this was your agreement, you got into the agreement where you were going to be taking care of the grass here. I never said that I would do it for free, so y'all need to figure out how you're going to cut the grass here. And I know. And stuff just wouldn't happen, and I'd get frustrated. Well, my wife actually started taking over that for me because of my work schedule and my time commitments that I'd made in cutting grass for people that paid money. And so she would do it. I'd just make sure that she had enough fuel and everything to go out and do it, and she'd go do it for me, which I greatly appreciated. Well, I got frustrated, and my wife got frustrated at the fact that with a handful of exceptions, we had ended up cutting this property for about a season and a half, all told, with them paying us nothing for the generosity of it. So I got frustrated, and my wife was frustrated. I sat down, did a little math, and I figured out, okay, it cost X amount of dollars an hour to run this mower just in fuel. I know how much fuel it drinks an hour because I do. And I figured out, or I looked at the distance between their house and mine, and I knew what kind of fuel mileage a truck gets when it's dragging that mower and trailer around. Figured that out. And so I knew how much, if they were just reimbursing my fuel costs, not counting my maintenance costs and wear costs, how much just in fuel they had cost me cutting that yard for free. Well, I wasn't too happy about it. One of my wife's coworkers had his own little side hustle, buying old mowers, fixing them up, and selling them, flipping them, making money. And I know people that do that, small engine stuff, they just new bearings and seals and whatever needs to be done, and they get it fixed and put back together and ready to go. Cool. And they had an old vehicle that wasn't in running condition at the time that they would have been willing to have traded plus gotten a little bit of cash for a lawnmower. And so my wife ends up putting these two people in contact with each other, my sister and brother-in-law and the used mower guy. More and more lies start coming. It's someone that she works with. She can talk to this guy and find out, what's going on. And basically, by the time that all this had come around, they had blown every ounce of credibility with my wife and I. And so I just didn't believe them. And their grass ended up getting really tall because I told them that, look, y'all need to start acting like adults. You have essentially volunteered me into doing this. I'm gonna make y'all behave like adults. I've got my own responsibilities to take care of, and this is taking away from time that I can take care of my responsibilities. If you had a mower and it broke, that's different. You're not doing anything to get a mower, so I'm done. They also allegedly had a mower stolen and didn't lift a finger for the police. So I think that it was murdered. But anyway, that's just kind of the value on telling the truth. You lose credibility over time, and it's something that you won't get back easily. So next time you're tempted to lie about something, really think on it. Catch y'all next time, folks. That's what I got for now.